Hello and welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Donna. Join me as we deep dive into real and raw conversations about love, life, money, and business. Hey you guys, welcome to the Amplify Her podcast. Today I wanted to talk about backing your decisions in business. So this was actually inspired by a conversation that I was having with a client the other day, and basically she sent me a message and she was asking me what I thought about a couple of business decisions that she'd made. And I turned the question around on her and I was like, well, what do you think? And I know that in that moment, she's kind of like, but I came to you as my mentor. You're meant to tell me. But the reason why I didn't easily hand over the answer to this is because my job isn't to create codependency in my clients. My job is to create self-starter thinking, right? And so one of the things I always say to my clients is that I'm going to hold you to a higher standard than you hold yourself. And so I want you guys to start thinking as self-starters, so not coming from that space of questioning self or not backing decision making and all of that sort of thing, because that is not how a leader thinks. A leader makes a decision, and yes, that decision on occasion will be a mistake, but they make the decision, they back it, and then if they need to go back and rectify something later or change things, then they can do that later on, but they do really back themselves in that decision. And I attribute the reasons why new business owners won't back themselves to them being still in the employee mindset. So what I mean by that is, like, when you're an employee, the responsibility isn't always necessarily on you, unless you're, in a leadership position. For the most part, the responsibility doesn't fall back on you. So you can make a mistake and the firm or whoever it is that you're working for has to kind of rectify that, or there's somebody else who's signing off on it. So therefore it becomes more their problem than it does yours. But when you become a business owner, all of a sudden you have to transition from that's okay, there's always a backup, to I'm the one who makes the decision now. There's nobody signing off on my work or anything like that. And so you really do have to make this shift into making a decision to back what you've done, right? So backing that decision is like, this feels good. What I've done is great. I'm owning it. If there's any gaps that can be filled, I can go fill them later. And this is what I was explaining to this client the other day, because you have to remember you are the business owner. So stop waiting for the permission or for the, what if I didn't do it right? What if you did do it right? That's the other question that sits on the other side of that. There's a 50-50 chance of both, right? But the one that we always seem to lean towards is, what if I didn't do it right? So start trusting in the fact that you've done everything that you can with the information that you have, and then backing that. So guys, I trust that this has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments around that, I'd love to hear them. If you'd like to get to know me more, feel free to join my Facebook group, Amplify Her. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next podcast. All right, bye for now.